how do I even begin with this one? So we're not going to watch the full thing. What they have been doing lately is on their main channel on YouTube, they will play like clips. So this one is 2 minutes long. And they're clips that if you find in the like show notes, they'll have a link which will take you to Rumble, or they have other programs they're using now. So they're not just staying with rumble.com. I feel like the other one was called Super to Go or something. They're with some other program as well. Point being is they know they can't talk about COVID denial stuff on YouTube without getting eliminated from YouTube. They've already been demonetized, so they're like, how do we deal with that? So they have been doing this thing where they'll make a clip like this, cut out all the COVID stuff, and then direct you over to the other website to get the full report, if you will, the uncensored report. Okay, this story in particular is a continuation of a, dare I say, pointless and stupid story. But David has connected with this conservative politician. Her name is Lisa Robinson. If you don't remember, she was initially the one that David spoke to during the election, where I guess the Conservative Party dropped her, and they dropped her because a bunch of tweets and retweets came out, like that were associated to a Twitter account that she ran, and they were very racist, mostly of the type of like anti-Islam, very Islamophobic. These tweets, some of the retweets were like people who were like downright like white genocide area. And so the Conservative Party was like, fuck this, you're gone. Her defense is that these tweets aren't real. She says that somehow it's going to come out that to prove that they're not real. I have yet to see the proof. I don't think she's going through some sort of legal process unless she's like suing the Conservative Party over this or something. Either way, I personally would not be surprised if these were her real views. So just like they could be fake. Could be. So it also could be very real, and that she made racist tweets. It's not even, I don't even think she made the my account was hacked defense. It was literally, she says those tweets aren't real. I think she's going on the line that somehow they were fabricated. I don't know. So then when we caught up to her next, so David did that with her. Then apparently David caught up with her again. So that was during the election. Then around Halloween, he caught up with her again because she was doing this haunted maze thing on her property. Apparently she does this every year. And this time, the money that normally she sends to sick kids, they basically asked her, are you putting into place like COVID protocols for your haunted maze thing? And the reason they would ask such a thing is because they want to make sure that they didn't jeopardize children's health while raising money for a children's health charity. Now, she took offense to this and didn't like the fact that they cared about the protocols and making sure that she was not getting kids sick in her haunted maze thing on her property. So she's like, oh yeah? Well, I'm donating to another charity. Okay? And so she chose as the charity Kids Help Phone Line. All right? Now, this is the continuation of the story, which is that even Kids Help Phone Line has turned her down. So, and of course it's because they don't believe in the effectiveness of this vaccine, etc., right? But here they are. They end up showing up at the office of the Kids Help Phone Line, and this poor person behind the desk, again, no mask on them, because they're the only person in the office and have to deal with like Tweedledee and Lisa Robinson as Tweedledum walk into this thing complaining about the fact that this charity won't take their money. And so I guess we'll watch what clip this is. Again, this is this is like a teaser trailer without any of the like COVID denial bits in here. So we'll see if anyone is enticed to go watch the full 20 odd minute video on the Rumble website.
Is there anyone else? Is there somebody by the name of Omid or Jameson here? No, I'm sorry. No? Oh, okay then. See, the reason why I'm here, Miss Robinson has raised over $5,000 for kids.
I will say, I really hate this technique of his, which is that he will ask one question, and this person clearly is giving off signs of like, I am just a person behind a desk. I have no clue what you want. I cannot help you. I have no information. And yet, no matter what, Menzies needs to get the shot. I think I combined Ezra and Menzies into one thing and called him Ezzy. Menzies needs to get the shot. So he needs to keep asking them questions so they can fill out the fucking video so he has something to post. And I hate it. He's just inching forward. Well, he's inching forward, hopefully, because he's got to pick her up on the microphone, right? But notice she's Lisa Robinson, creepy Lisa Robinson, like behind him, like, what about me? She's almost, at this point, she's almost like a member of Rebel News at this point. They've like done so many stories with her now. But they're both like, you got to think about it too. It's like, why does she need to come along for the ride, right? Why, how is she relevant at all to this? If anything, it's just like, he can go and ask the questions. Like, you don't need to, unless he's hoping to get some sort of like Michael Moore moment of just like, look into her eyes. You broke her. Look what you've done to her. Oh my god. Oh, I hate these people.
Phone line. She was hoping to drop off the money, but she's been told basically that her money's no good because she said something about COVID that triggered Jameson. Did you hear about this story or?
And if we have anything, we'll definitely email you.
Sure. I'm just curious though. Is that anecdote indeed correct that she was trying to make?
At this point, I'm not going to comment on anything that's speaking to my department. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure job security here.
Apparently halfway through this video, they gotta have their like, oh, Rebel News. So I hope they're not gonna repeat the first 40 seconds of this in the video. But there's more to the clip.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto, and I'm with.
And yes, there is the camera operator. So you had 3 people in that room to that one lady sitting at a desk.
Lisa Robinson. If the name rings a bell, it should. As you may recall, back in the last federal election, the Aaron O'Toole Conservatives threw Lisa Robinson under the bus. She was the Conservative candidate in Beaches, East York. False defamatory tweets emerged from her opposition.
Again, we should check out what some of these posts are. This is one of them. Because this is, again, she was running as ward counselor. This tweet says, Muslims go home if our Canadian heritage offends you so much. Bring back the Lord prayer in school. It's called Christmas. This also, I think, is a retweet of another person's tweet that says, execute 10 imams sympathetic to ISIS for every one of our countrymen killed in a terror attack. But society is too busy mourning to do that. And here's another one, making fun of the LGBTQ community by, look at all the letters. So, she denies she ever wrote this. She denies. A brave fighter in the war on Christmas, yes.
And a couple of calls from the Star and the CBC. Well, the Conservatives went from, we got your back to, please resign or we'll make things miserable for you. But that's Aaron O'Toole. And then we met up with Lisa in October. She put on an incredible Halloween haunt to raise money for charity. Now, the story there was that originally it was to raise funds for Sick Kids Hospital, But when Lisa connected with Sick Kids Hospital, instead of getting adulation for raising thousands of dollars, they were curious about the COVID. So sorry, folks. We can't continue to show you the rest of the interview on YouTube. If you can, please take the off-ramp from YouTube.
I love how fucking like jarring that cut is. Like, beep. Oh, we were about to talk about COVID, but we're not allowed to on our channel. Oh no. So, yes, they wouldn't. I think, if I remember correctly, because I watched this video almost 2 weeks ago now, but I think they had something like $5,000 that they could have given to sick kids, or the phone line, actually, Kids Help phone line. And the thing that's like so silly about this is like, they want to be like, oh, what? How rude of this charity to not accept our donation. Aren't they a charity? Shouldn't they want our money? But like, of course a charity is going to have some amount of discretion about the money it takes in. Like, imagine if, like, I don't know, you raise the money by murdering people. Let's just say you're a bounty hunter, okay? And you go around killing people for money, and then go, I am now going to donate this money to sick kids. And when you go to sick kids, they might go, oh, do you mind if we ask you how you received this money? And you go, I murdered a bunch of people. And then they go, you know, I don't really want to take that money. All of a sudden, like, now sick kids is the bad. Sick kids or the Kids Help phone line are now all of a sudden the bad people in that scenario. And you can see why too, is because you wouldn't want to like encourage like other people to raise money for your charity doing bad things, you know. You wouldn't want, you're in a global pandemic, you're a program that cares about health, you probably want to encourage people to raise the money in healthy ways. I imagine, you know. You know, like, I'm guessing the Kids Help phone line are not gonna have like a bully the kids to raise money for our Kids Help phone line. That would defeat the purpose, would it not? But anyways, I'm glad these charities are not taking this money. And I feel bad for all the people who decided to give their money to Lisa Robinson to be the intermediary here, when clearly I don't think anyone's gonna take this fucking money. Thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw, consider giving the video a like down below. If you want, you could even subscribe to our channel or check out some of the other content we have on our YouTube channel. If you want to see what else we're doing, you could also find the links in the description for our Twitch channel, our podcast. Leave a comment, you know, do all the things, click that bell thing that everyone wants you to click. And if you want to support what we're doing, you can donate to us at patreon.com/imperialnews. Thanks for watching, and have a lovely day.